Our planet has provided us with an abundance of natural resources, but we have not utilized them responsibly and currently consume far beyond what our world can provide. Let's explore some of the common issues we humans have done to violate the goals for responsible consumption and production. The fashion industry is the second biggest polluter in the world, and fast fashion brands like Shein are a vital part of the pollution. When you look at some of the numbers around the brand, it's pretty astounding. According to CEO Molly Mayao, the company releases between 700 and 1,000 new items daily. Yes, you heard that right, a day. The fashion industry is responsible for more than 10% of carbon emissions and consumes approximately 100 million tons of oil annually. Another factor that exploits SDG 12 is the rampant land degradation that occurs in the Philippines, specifically illegal mining. Large-scale mining is destructive as it entails clearing thousands of hectares of rainforests and agricultural lands, deep excavations to extract minerals, the use of toxic heavy metals and chemicals to process minerals, and the consumption of millions of liters of water, all of which negatively impact the lives of Filipino citizens with a grave disregard for their right to health, life, food, security, livelihood, and a clean environment. Lastly, food wastes and a clogged up ocean. The way we currently produce and consume plastics is not sustainable. Over the past 50 years, global production and consumption of plastics have increased more than 20 times, and plastic production has reached 320 million tons a year. The action revealed the top 5 polluters worldwide, and that includes Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Nestle, Danone, and Mondelez International. Plastic is choking our oceans and marine life. In March 2019, we were shocked by the news that a whale was washed up dead in the Philippines with 40 kilograms of plastic in its stomach. All these alarming issues related to SDG 12 could send shivers down our spines. But to further understand this crisis, we must go back to the basics. What even is SDG 12?
The sad reality is that our available resources can't meet all the community's needs. Our reliance on natural resources rose to 65% from 2000 to 2019. Our irresponsible actions of inappropriately using our abundant resources throughout the years have resulted in the limitation of it. Hence why SDG 12 was created. But what is SDG 12 exactly? Well, the 12th Sustainable Development Goal, Responsible Consumption and Production, aims to stop environmentally destructive consumer practices through responsible consumption and production. With effective resource management and sustainable utilization and production of it, we can conserve and sustain our natural resources. This goal calls all producers and consumers to practice habitual sustainability patterns through recycling and reducing waste. With this, it aims to achieve the following targets by 2030 through supporting developing countries in enhancing their technology and scientific capabilities, developing and implementing tracking tools to monitor the effects of sustainable development impacts, and rationalizing ineffective fossil fuels.
We would become more conscious of wasteful activities such as the throwaway culture if we had begun to truly understand the idea of responsible consumption and production. Remember the essence of Pope Francis' encyclical entitled Laudato Si? It reminds us and emphasizes that everything is connected. When we continue to be wasteful in consumption and production, we show no mercy to the environment. Thus, it is also showing no mercy to our fellow human beings, especially the most vulnerable people in our society. SDG 12 is just as vital as the rest of the SDGs. This goal is critical since the state of our planet right now cannot sustain the increasing demand for energy, food, water, and other necessities to support the world's growing population.
To round it up, let us learn how we can make small changes in our daily lives that will have a lasting impact on the environment. Use reusable water bottles and utensils to avoid billions of plastic polluting the oceans. And just like this, opt to use an eco bag when shopping. Be conscious of the packaging. You may buy in bulk to lessen unnecessary waste. Only buy what you need and consider buying secondhand items and donating used goods. Take advantage of digital technology and reduce your usage of paper. Buy only what you can consume to avoid throwing and wasting food. Following a sustainable lifestyle and encouraging others to do the same is a massive step towards achieving goal number 12. And we, as architecture students, stand with everyone as we aim to design sustainably so that we may not have to suffer from further degradation of the environment. Some of these methods include adaptive reuse projects that transform old buildings, selecting sustainable and recycled materials, installing renewable energy systems, as well as a rainwater harvesting system. And finally, continuous innovation. With this, we will take our steps towards the goal of creating new poetry for designing smarter and more sustainable buildings that can live and contribute to our environment.